Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to try to get the entire skin off the upper part of the barn. And to do that, I believe that these are the only tools I'm going to need. This is a dead blow hammer. It's filled with lead shot, so when you go back to strike, the shot goes to the back side of it, and then once you hit something, the lead shot gives it another hit. These are great for demolition work, but the demolition work I'm doing on this has to be real slow because I don't want to damage those panels. So I'm going to be wedging these in between the panel and the frame and wiggle it, try to get it open a little bit, and then using various other tools to try to wiggle the panel off. And the reason I want that intact is I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to lay out the new siding on the floor, put that on top of it, and make my cuts here. I can't like trace it onto anything. When I originally built that barn, I skinned that entire truss, put it in place, and then added the roof after that and the overhangs. So there's no way to trace it. I can probably do it with measurements, but it'll be so much easier if I can get that skin off intact, bring it in here, and trace it onto both the siding. And I have 1/2-inch XPS foam, or not XPS, but polyiso foam. It's on the other side of the wall here. And that has to go on there too. So hopefully I didn't glue that in place, but we're going to find that out in just a minute. All right, let's grab our stuff, head over there, and start removing the siding. All right, this is what we have. So my daughter and her boyfriend came yesterday, and they took the oscillating tool and sawed this from the back of the truss. I'll show you that up there. But it's loose all the way around the edge. Now I need to tap it off of what it's nailed to, and hopefully it's not glued as well. We'll see in just a minute. Yeah, we got one panel. It starts right here and ends right here. I'm gonna have to do that same thing when I put the next panels on. Okay. All right, well, let's get up there and get at this. Hopefully it's not glued in place. They set all these nails and added some of these trim screws to get this floor held down. I'm gonna putty that in, well, a few days whenever it's warm enough. But I think you can see that on camera. You can see the cut. It goes right along the top cord of the truss, and then they had to go to the outside and trace a line between the cuts and then cut it where this stuff is. I gotta cut that stuff out eventually and reframe this whole thing. But today's task is get that skin off intact. Hopefully this won't be too dark. But I don't see any glue squeeze out, so that's a good sign. But I do see glue squeeze out here between this upright. But it's not on this one. I probably did that because it's so small. Well, here we go. We'll start right here and we'll tap this in, wiggle it out, and then use the flat bar and see what happens. Yeah, I can't tell if this is a separate piece. I don't think it is. Yep, this is going to be difficult. All right, let's go. All right, I got it pried out enough to get a Sawzall blade in there. I'm going to cut all of these nails and then start wedging it some more and work my way around to the other side. All right, I have all the way around the door, nice and loose. The bottom part just broke off right here. It's all rotten, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. It only goes to right here, but that's behind this, so that might be a little bit more difficult. I'm going to have to tap in right here and pry this out, and we'll see if we can get that out of there. I also got to get this stuff up here. Luckily, I can just go out here and see where the nails are. Hopefully that'll help. All right, let's try tapping this right here. We'll try tapping it out first and see if it just comes out. If it does come out, if I can get this one out, I should be able to get behind this one. Yeah, this is going to take a while. All right, there you have it. One down, two to go. And this center one is already a little bit loose. Yeah, I can get in here a bit with the flat bar, but I'll be able to get at it from out here, just like the door opening. Yeah, pretty good. All right, I'm gonna start on this other side panel, and then we'll tackle this center part last. Good, good, good. Okay, two down, one to go. This one came out a lot harder than the other one. There was a couple places where it wasn't cut all the way through, down there where that metal is, and up here this entire corner wasn't cut all the way out. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. It was also underneath this lip right here and nailed right through it, which it's supposed to be, but I got that broken off. Where is that? Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. Plenty good shape for a template. Okay, so this one is going to break right here, but, well, there it goes. Yeah, that's all rotten. The top of this is rotten as well. But it'll be gone soon. I'll have brand new siding on this. All right, let's keep going with the center one. That was kind of a big job, but it's done. I have a bunch of nails that still have to be pulled out of here. This has to be able to lay flat, but pretty good. Yeah, there was a lot of rot on the bottom. I'm gonna have to, like that corner right there, I can trace the edge and trace the bottom and recreate that corner. Yeah, I should be able to get this just fine. Lots of nails on this. And what I'm gonna do is clear this area out right here and lay 3 panels on the floor, 3 of those panels, put this on top of it, and I'll probably staple it down. I can pull that off later, and then trace this onto that. I also have to trace it onto the polyiso. I have the sheets of polyiso right there. The polyiso is going to go on first, then the T111 over that, and this door is not going to be used at all. It's going to have a window here, and it's going to be a different opening. All right, let's get back there and do a quick assessment. Then I'm going to have lunch, and we'll get back to it. We got to take out all that framing on the front. Hopefully I can get that done today. It's the last really nice warm day. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's actually going to be warmer tomorrow, but it's going to be raining, and I believe the rain is going to be going towards that opening, which is going to suck. All right, let's go take a look at that. All right. It looks like most of the rot was on the panels themselves, but I'm going to spritz this whole area. There's a little bit of rot right there. I'm going to spritz this with some mold and mildew killer. All right, I got to take out all of these nails all the way across and clean this stuff off. And I have to take out these lower boards here. That upper stuff can stay in place, but this has to come out, this has to come out, and this door frame has to come out. Then I'll put in a sole plate. The sole plate is only going to be 2 inches wide here, and it'll be the full 3.5 inches wide here. So we'll have to do some trick cutting on that, just like I did on these. And the new framing is going to look like this. It's going to be notched and onto this and the new sole plate. You'll see more about that when I get into it. Today is just demolition. I got to get all the demolition done, and with any luck, I'll get some of the framing done tomorrow, or all of the framing. And we have to close this up, put some plastic over it for the rain. We're actually getting more snow. What the heck is it? It's either a day away. It's either the 19th or the 20th today. Or no, 18th or 19th. So it's 1 or 2 days from spring, and we got snow coming in like 3 days or so. Yeah, lots of fasteners there. Okay, I'm gonna go do lunch real quick, and then we'll get back and see how to get these out of there. I think these got to be cut out, and yeah, that's gonna have to be cut out as well. All right, I'll be right back at this. What a beautiful view from here. This is gonna look so nice in the summer. All right, let's get this stuff out of here. This whole frame here, and the same thing on the other side has to come out. The bottom cord stays, the top cord stays. Basically, it'll look just like one of these, except it has a bottom cord. And tomorrow, I'll try to get this whole thing framed in. Oh, and I want to get all them screws and nails and stuff out of there as well. I think what I'm going to do is just cut it down low, right above the fasteners. Well, high enough so I can hit it, and then just knock it out of there with the hammer. And there you have it. Completely done. I got the skin off and got all of the framing out. Yeah, with any luck, I'll be able to get the new framing completely done tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, we have driving rain coming from that direction. And if I got the framing in, that'll give the plastic something to bump up against. If I try sealing up this big opening like this, it's going to get wet up here. All right, let me clean up a little bit, and that'll be it for the day. All right, I got everything moved back. I had to go around and pull all those nails from the front. I forgot all about that, but that's done now. Everything's nice and cleaned up. This is the only rot right here, and a bit right here. I'm going to spritz that. This stuff is just bleach for the most part. Moldex Instant Mold and Mildew Stain Remover. But it is bleach. You can really smell it. Strong stuff. So we'll spritz that on there. And what that'll do is kill any mold that's still living there. And once we cover this up, it should be just fine. Okay. So tomorrow, first thing I'm going to do is take my plumb bob and set that right here and drop a plumb line to wherever it lands right here. That will be my center. Then I'm going to square that up to the outside and measure over to here, measure over to that cleat right there, and we'll get that. This is going to be 2 pieces, this sole plate here. I'll get the first piece cut. That's going to go to about here. Get the second piece cut, get that screwed in. Then I could start working on the studs. Actually, I'll have a couple little cripple studs sticking up from that sole plate before I screw it down. I'll get that all figured out tonight. Okay, this is pretty exciting. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.